Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming, and welcome to another episode of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Each episode, we will be putting two heroes into the spotlight and see who reigns supreme over the other. First, they will be judged by all of their attributes, which includes their stats, weapons, skills, etc. Then we will put them into a battle simulator and see who's the better one when head-on. Not only that, we will be also giving them their best possible skill build and put them into the ultimate mass battle showdown to see who will crown the winner of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Let's not wait any longer and introduce our contestants. Standing on the left corner, the Princess of Ranus, the twin sister of Ephraim, the graceful resolve, L.Eirika! And standing on the right corner, the Marquess of Faray, the best buddy of Hector, the blazing knight, L.Eliwood. So here we go. Princess vs Marquess, legendary vs legendary. Who will be crowned the better horse-riding, sword-wielding waifu or husbando? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Round 1, stats and skills. Let's start by comparing their stats. And L.Eirika has the higher HP, speed and resistance, whereas L.Eliwood has the better attack and defense. The score is now 3-2 to L.Eirika. Next, let's compare their weapon. L.Eirika wields the sacred sword Storm Siglin. It has 16 might and grants her attack plus 3. If the number of foes within 2 spaces, excluding target, is equal or more than the number of allies within 2 spaces, excluding unit, grants a defense resistance plus 3 and special cooldown charge plus 1 per attack during combat. What about L.Eliwood? He wields the legendary Ardent Durandal. Same as L.Eirika's sword, it also has 16 might and grants a plus 3 attack too. At start of turn, the sword grants bonus doubler to ally with the highest attack. So what does bonus doubler do? It grants bonus to attack, speed, defense, resistance during combat equal to the current bonus on each of unit stats for 1 turn. It calculates each stat's bonus independently. So whose weapon is better? It's kind of situational in my opinion. In terms of individuality, of course Storm Siglin is better, but in a group match, Ardent Durandal's support is really something else. Shall we give it a draw then? Moving on, we won't be comparing their special or assist since there isn't a match. However, we'll still go through it for your knowledge. L.Eirika has a special called Moonbow, a 2 cooldown special that treats foes' defense resistance as if reduced by 30% during combat. As for L.Eliwood, he has Rally Speed Resistance Plus as an assist. It grants target ally a plus 6 in speed and resistance for 1 turn. Now, let's look at their passives, starting with slot A. L.Eirika has attack speed solo. If she's not adjacent to an ally, grants attack speed plus 6 during combat. Kinda synergizes very well with the weapon. What about L.Eliwood? He has Death Blow 4 that grants him an attack plus 8 during combat whenever he initiates. Which A skill is better? According to the ratings from Game 8, Attack Speed Solo has a score of 9.5 out of 10 and Death Blow has a score of 9.9. The markers equalize. Next, in slot B, L.Eirika has a unique passive called Lunar Brace. It slows her special trigger, but in return, deal damage equal to 50% of foe's defense when special triggers. What about L.Eliwood? He has shield attack that inflicts the attack -7 to foe on an enemy's team with the highest attack through his next action. And by referring to Game 8 again, Lunar Brace and shield attack has the same score of 8.5. It's a draw. Lastly, their passive in C. L.Eirika has Odd Defense Wave. At the start of an odd number turn, grants a defense plus 6 to unit and adjacent allies for 1 turn. Bonus would still be granted to her even if she's not adjacent to an ally. What about L.Eliwood? He has a unique passive called Visions of Arcadia. At the start of turn, if a dragon or beast ally is deployed, grants attack defense plus 6 to ally with the highest attack for 1 turn. If combo with his weapon, that beast or dragon ally will get 12 additional attack and defense. Scary. Anyway, who will take the last point? To my surprise, both skills have the same score of 9. It's another draw. And that's the end to round 1. With a score of 3 against 3, the first round ended in a draw. Boy, I sure did not expect a tie. L.Eirika is holding up better than I expected, but I'm not too sure could she do the same for the next 2 rounds though. Anyway, let's move on to round 2, head-on fight. For this and the next segment, I'm going to use the battle simulator from Arctic Silver Fox. First, we are just going to let them brawl with their default skills, IV with no buff. And here's the result for one full turn. L.Eirika beats L.Eliwood on both phases due to her combat buff from her weapon and her A skill for being alone. Not only she gets to hit twice, she's also able to unleash Moonbow powered by her B skill. All this happened in a single phase of attack. So the default fight goes to L.Eirika. Next, how about we give them some skill inheritance? As our usual practice, we will optimize their build for the highest winning rate. For L.Eirika, Storm Siglint, Moonbow, Attack Speed Solo, Lunar Brace, Odd Attack Wave, and a Chill Attack Seal. As for L.Eliwood, Ardent Durandal, Moonbow, Attack Speed Solo, Chill Defense, Odd Attack Wave, and Attack Speed Seal. And the result? This time, the Blazing Knight was able to one-hit KO the Princess of Red Eyes during both attacking and defending phase. The reason he's able to pull off such an act is because of his higher defense, 6 points difference to be exact. But this doesn't mean L.Eirika cannot take Roy's dad down. The easiest solution would be giving her chill defense in slot B so she could one-hit L.Eliwood when initiating. However, that will affect her score for the third round. With that put into consideration, let's give the skill inheritance fight to the Marquess of Faerie. And since both have 1 point in the second round, I hereby declare round 2 to be a tie. Before we proceed to the final segment, let's look back at the results so far. Both L.Eirika and L.Eliwood has 2 draws, which means whoever wins the last round will get to take home the title. Would it be the Graceful Lady of Resolve or the Blazing Knight from Faerie? Let's find out in round 3, Mass Battle. For this segment, we will be using the same damage calculator as round 2 to calculate how effective are they against all the other heroes. Instead of looking at only their kills, we are also going to consider their draws and losses too. And the result will be in the form of percentage. Here's the formula. First, we will calculate the result with their default build. And here's the result for 1 round of initiation. And L.Eirika takes the first point with a winning rate of 92.1 to 74.3. Next, let's have a look at the result for 1 full turn with attacking phase first. The princess continues scoring with the higher percentage. Now defending first. Here's the result for 1 round of defense. Hat-trick for the Graceful Resolve. Moving on to 1 full turn of defense. 4 in a row. L.Eirika continues her streak. We are now at the halfway point, but the Blazing Knight has yet to get a single point. Now, let's look at the result after inheriting skills. Who will perform better this time? For 1 round initiation, L.Eirika continues her unbeaten run with a winning rate of 95.5 to 94.1. What about 1 full turn by initiating first? This is bad. I have a bad feeling L.Eliwood will not get a single point in the end. What if enemy attack first? How different would the result be? For 1 round of defense, L.Eirika beats L.Eliwood with a winning rate of 70.6 to 62.6. Lastly, let's look at the result for 1 full turn of defense. It's a clean sweep for the twin sister of Ephraim. L.Eliwood doesn't stand a chance at all. With that, L.Eirika takes the final round. And ladies and gentlemen, having 1 win and 2 draws, I'm pleased to announce the winner of this episode of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours goes to L.Eirika! Okay, interesting result I would say. Not like we didn't see that coming though. Look at L.Eliwood's kit. His weapon and C skill were meant for ally support only. It doesn't do him any justice at all. He desperately needs his BFF to be by his side, like in the game. On the other hand, L.Eirika is a beast. Her default kit just complement each other so well, fast and hard hitting. I'm surprised we don't see her that often in the arena or iterate. Maybe it has to do with her low attack. Yeah, 31 base attack is considered low by many in today's standard. Crazy, right? Is 31 too low in your opinion? Let me know in the comment section below. So, what's your thought on the result? Who is the better waifu or husbando? Let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and hit the notification icon to Aki Gaming for more interesting content like this. You could also leave a comment below to suggest who would you like to feature in a future episode. Thank you for watching and hope to see you on the next episode of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours.